Good morning. Dobre rano. Welcome to Prague and the World Hockey Championship. My name is Gord Miller. I'm proud to once again be the host of what is now the IIHF's Hall of Fame weekend. For the first time, we have a two-day celebration. Today, we honor IIHF contributors, 4 individuals and 1 remarkable team who are unforgettable.
Political or nationalistic sense, I'm sure this game is being viewed with varying perspectives, but manifestly it is a hockey game.
5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles?
Otevíráme zlatou bránu olympijského turnaje. Přepište dějiny, Česká republika vyhrála zimní olympijské hry.
Yes, we are in for an exceptional moment. And to get us started, please welcome the president of the IIHF, Loicq.
Welcome everybody, and congratulations to the winner of the awards. The IIHF Council, through the Historical Committee, wanted to give more space for the recognition of those who have given so much to the international ice hockey at different levels. That's why we create, as you said, a new format on 2 days with new awards. Joining Bibi Torriani and Paul Loicq, Johan Bolu and Media Award, and last but not least, the Milestone Award. We love this ceremony so much that we wanted to make 2. Congratulations again to the winner of this award, and see you tomorrow for the IIHF Hall of Fame inductees. Enjoy the morning. Gord.
Thank you, Luke. So let's begin. Later today, when Switzerland plays Canada in one of the semifinals at the World Championship, Andras Ambuel will once again break a record, which he does every time he steps on the ice. The most games played in the history of the World Championship and the most tournaments played. He's in his 19th. He also did something else this year. He broke the all-time scoring record for his home country of Switzerland, which was held by the legendary Bibi Torriani, after whom our first award is named.
Der Pass von Pip zu Bibi. Aber da kommt Troschilek wie ein Stier auf Bibi zu. Uiuiui, das sieht schlimm aus. Nein, Bibi schießt. Goal, wunderbar. Bravo Bibi, bravo Bibi.
In 1911, Richard Bibi Torriani was one of the earliest European hockey stars. He played for the Swiss in the 1928 Olympic hockey competition in his hometown of St. winning a bronze medal. Torriani also took part in 7 world championships for Switzerland in the 1930s, winning 4 medals. Along with Hans and Pic Catini, Torriani played on the celebrated Nye line on the Swiss national team, one of the most famous and productive forward lines of the early era. In 1948, the Olympic Winter Games returned to his hometown of St. and Torriani was given the honor of taking the Olympic athlete's oath. the first hockey player to do so at the Winter Olympics. Torriani went to his third Olympics as a player. In addition, the Swiss finished third in 1948, giving him bronze medals 20 years apart in the Olympics. Torriani was a member of the first IIHF Hall of Fame class in 1997.
The Torriani Award was initiated to recognize players from smaller countries that might not get the same celebration as those from hockey powers, and this year's winner certainly qualifies. This week, Romania stepped up and will host the Division 1A World Championship next year. But long before that, one of the legends of Romanian hockey was Dezideru Varga.
From Miercurea Ciuc, Romania, Dezideru Varga. By the end of his career, there was color TV, but at the start, hockey was broadcast in black and white. Starting in 1959, Dezideru Varga participated in a total of 18 World Championships at a variety of levels. He played in the Olympic Games 3 times, the first and last both being in Innsbruck, Austria, and helped Romania to the bronze medal at the 1966 University Games in Turin. But the most memorable moments of his career came in 1977, Romania's only year in the top pool since 1947. Varga, number 4, was a mainstay on defense and could support the attack as well. He was also their captain, as he was for the previous 8 years, including the Olympics a year before. He scored their only goal against the heavily favored Soviets, a game that ended in defeat. But he got another goal to help with a sensational victory over the USA, Romania's first victory in Pool A in 30 years. A Romanian team truly led by their captain, Dezideru Varga.
Here to accept the award on behalf of Dezideru Varga, please welcome the president of the Romanian Ice Hockey Federation, Attila Ferenc-Noc.
Good morning. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not Dezideru Varga, as you see, but I'm nervous in his name. So, dear IIHF family, I'm very sorry that the honoree Dezideru Varga cannot be here to receive the award due to health reasons. At the same time, it is a tremendous honor for me to accept it on his behalf and pass it on to him. Like myself, Dezideru Varga was a member of Romanian two most significant teams, Steaua and Sport Club Miercurea Ciuc. Although the two teams were historical rivals and they always worked towards to advancement of the Romanian hockey. He is an iconic, legendary player for both teams. Varga is the only Romanian hockey player to have made his mark in 3 Olympics, and he's the first athlete from Miercurea Ciuc to join this selective group of sports titans. I have heard many legends about him. Some I believed, some I did not. Then in 2001, there was a sport history exhibition, and Varga's hockey stick, it was there, from 77 World Championship. Among the Romanian ice hockey relics admirers, one of the legendary players, István Takács himself, the holder of 44-year record, once remarked, "How could he play so well with such a bad stick?" That was Dezideru Varga. We thank the IIHF for the nomination, and please allow me to read Varga's message. Ever since I was a small boy, hockey has been my greatest passion, and I'm forever grateful to the game for what it has given to me. Through hockey, I was able to challenge myself and push myself and to see what I was capable to accomplish. Hockey made me disciplined and focused by giving my goals in life. It helped me to discover who I was and what kind of person I was. And it showed me the importance of dreaming. But hockey also taught me that success is not just about me, but about interacting with others, respecting others, and working together to reach goals and achieve success. In hockey, as in life, you can try hard every day, and some days you will succeed, and some days you won't. This was another valuable life lesson for me, to be humble in victory and to acknowledge defeat with grace. In fact, victory and defeat are two sides of the same coin. For every winners, there is a loser, and you will be both at various times in your life, on ice and off. That's hockey and that's life. But regardless of the score, there was always the passion. And I believe the passion I had for the game translated to a greater passion for life, and for that I will always be grateful. Thank you for the nomination. Best regards, Dezső Varga. Thank you.
Our next award is for exceptional contribution to international hockey. And the award is named after one of the first presidents of the IIHF, whose fingerprints are literally all over the early days of hockey, as an administrator, a player, and an official, Paul Loicq.
The award is named in honor of one of the most influential figures in the early days of international hockey. Born in Brussels in 1888, Paul Loicq was a key figure in the development of hockey in the early 20th century. A player on the Belgian national team, he took part in the first Olympic hockey competition in Antwerp in 1920. Loicq then became a highly regarded referee, working international games for 17 years, officiating in 4 Olympics and 6 World Championships. While still an official, Loicq was elected the 5th IIHF president in 1922, a position he would hold for 25 years. Loicq was a key player in expanding the World Championship, making it an annual event and turning it into a truly global competition, also ensuring that hockey became a cornerstone sport at the Olympic Winter Games. Loicq also saw the game spread widely. He saw the United States join Canada as an early international powerhouse and worked to grow the game in Europe and around the world. Upon his retirement as IIHF president in 1947, Loicq saw the World Championship expand to 8 teams. In 1961, Loicq was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame as a builder and was part of the IIHF's inaugural Hall of Fame class in 1997.
This has been an exceptional year for Ukrainian hockey. Recently, the Ukrainian under 20 team finished second at the Division 1A tournament, its first ever medal in that competition. And also, the Ukrainian men's national team was promoted from Division 1B to Division 1A to compete one level below this. At the best of times, that would be extraordinary, but these are not the best of times in Ukraine at all. And our winner this year has been extraordinary in building hockey in his country and now maintaining it and keeping boys and girls, men and women on the ice. Anatoly Brezvin.
From Goloby, Ukraine, Anatoly Brezvin. He was the head of Ukrainian hockey for 14 years, from 2006 to 2020. Despite the disappointment of being relegated during that time, Ukraine still managed to get promoted to Division 1A twice at the World Championship. But Brezvin's contribution goes far beyond wins. Under his leadership, the country built or revitalized many indoor arenas and developed its hockey program internationally, hosting many IIHF events, including the 2017 Division 1A Championship. And any achievements at the national level would have to be supported by growing the game domestically, creating grassroots success for hockey in Ukraine. Their talents were on display at the World Under-18 Championship in Kyiv in 2018, when they won their division and advanced to Division 1A for the first time in a decade, much to the delight of a partisan home crowd. Brezvin also developed the country's women's program. In 2019, the women's team took part in the World Championship for the first time, gaining promotion to a higher division. A remarkable achievement by Anatoly Brezvin.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with deep, deep honor that this award is presented to my dear friend, Anatoly Brezvin. Please put your translation devices on.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, guests, friends, and my family, thank you very much for this honor. With your permission, I would like to continue my speech in Ukrainian.
Today, it is a great honor for me to be part of this special celebration, this moment when we honor the great achievements in the game of hockey, in the world of hockey. And I'm glad to be here with you, together with you. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all those who have been with us on our journey to preserve and develop Ukrainian hockey. Your support and loyalty have helped us to overcome all obstacles. I would like to extend my gratitude to the President of the International Ice Hockey Federation, Mr. Loicq, as well as to all the members of the Council and all the national federations for the many years of cooperation, assistance and trust. As our beloved Ukraine is enduring the worst, the war, with not only adults but also children dying, the game of hockey is of particular importance in these difficult times. For our children and the youth, for the large hockey family of Ukraine, the game of hockey has not only become a hope and a dream of a happy future, but also a means of preserving their mental health from the horrors of war. Ice hockey teams fly the flag of Ukraine around the world and embody the spirit of national pride and faith in a better future. Their participation in the Games is the manifestation of important values such as the will to win, patience, perseverance and unity. This is an example of how hard work and dedication can bring success and glory to Ukraine. Today, we see the immense significance of working together and being supported by the entire world. For us, the support of the international community is an important step towards peace and happiness. I thank all those who consistently render support to our Ukraine. We value your help. We believe in the power of sport and the friendship of the international community. Thank you.
It's a good thing he's a strong guy. We have two new awards to give out this year, and the first is the IIHF Media Award, which goes to those who have made an exceptional contribution to broadcasting and covering the great sport of hockey.
The IIHF's Historical Committee introduced a media award starting in 2024. Intended to honor journalists from newspapers, radio, and television, the award is presented annually to those who have made significant contributions to the representation of international hockey around the world.
Just to be clear, I did not edit that video and put myself in it 10 times. I had nothing to do with that. As a play-by-play announcer, your dream is to have a moment that becomes your signature. And our first winner of the IIHF Media Award has had more than anyone can count: the Super Bowl, the World Series, most of the great events in North America. But even with all that, there is one signature moment for the great Al Michaels.
From Brooklyn, New York, USA, Al Michaels. Long before becoming a great voice in American football, Michaels made his fame calling Major League Baseball on both radio and TV. In between, talent and fate made him an Olympic broadcast legend in hockey. 8 years before the fabled Lake Placid Games, Michaels did NBC's play-by-play for the gold medal game at the 1972 Olympics. Long after Lake Placid, he hosted 3 Stanley Cup finals for ABC, a nostalgic return to a sport that had raised his profile to a new level 20 years before. He earned a Sports Emmy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2011 for announcing such a wide range of sports in a brilliant career. But to many, one event defines that career better than any other: the 1980 Olympics. The USA, massive underdog against the mighty Soviets in the semifinal. 2 third-period goals gave the Americans a 4-3 lead and paved the way for an unforgettable TV sports moment.
Still 5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes!
The Miracle on Ice, as called by Al Michaels.
Here to accept the award on behalf of Al Michaels, please welcome the president of USA Hockey, Mike Trimboli.
Welcome. Congratulations to all the other award winners here today. Not only as president of USA Hockey and an avid hockey fan, but also as a fellow New Yorker. It's an honor and a privilege for me to stand here today and accept this award on behalf of Al Michaels. Al's not able to be with us here today and has asked me to share his thoughts along to all of you. Thank you very, very much for this wonderful honor. To be the first recipient of the IIHF Media Award is very special and brings back some of my favorite memories. In 1980, ABC had the rights to the Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, New York. And I was the young buck on the announcer's staff at that time that included icons like Jim McKay and Howard Cosell. And when the assignments for the various events were handed out, I was designated to do ice hockey. Why? I had announced 1 hockey game in my then brief career, and no one else on the staff had done any. As a kid who grew up in New York and was an avid Rangers fan, I knew what I think an offside was. And that alone put me a step above everybody on the ABC staff. And now 44 years later, the odds had to be 1,000,001 that I would wind up at a microphone for what Sports Illustrated would designate as the greatest sports moment of the 20th century, when the underdog US team would vanquish the vaunted Soviet machine and follow it up by defeating Finland 2 days later. It served to galvanize my whole country at a time when the United States needed a big emotional boost. And it came from, of all things, a hockey team. So international hockey will forever occupy a very special place in my heart. And this honor I will truly cherish. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. So this week, the last 2 weeks, we have seen some of the world's greatest hockey players playing on the world stage. And we are honoring some other great players this weekend. But long before that spotlight, long before the roar of the crowds, long before the glare of the TV lights, there was development. There was hockey programs in their home country that helped them get to where they are, in dark rinks in the early morning, staffed by volunteers and those whose passion was to help others play this great game. And this year, for the first time, the IIHF will present an award in honor of that, named after Belgium's Johan Bolu.
It's an award named after one of the most dedicated officials the IIHF has ever known, who not only made a positive impact on his home country of Belgium, but on dozens of ice hockey nations worldwide. Johan Bolu was a teacher of the game. He began organizing hockey camps around Belgium in 1994, joining the Royal Belgian Ice Hockey Federation in 2007 as a U8, U10 coordinator and coach developer. He was later appointed Vice President and Sports Development Director of the RBIHF, a position he held until his sudden passing in 2021. With the IIHF, he mentored other federations and instilled a love for the game and for teaching the game into so many young players, referees, coaches, and officials. He also supported the Youth Olympic Winter Games, assisting in the Skills Challenge events in Innsbruck and Lillehammer. Johan Bolu's contributions made a positive impact on the growth of ice hockey around the world, an influence that will be felt for generations to come.
It is appropriate that our first winner of this award comes from Switzerland, a country that is emerging as a true hockey power. Silver medalists at the World Championship in 2013 and 2018, the Swiss are once again in the semifinals this year. And as an NHL broadcaster, I can tell you that some of the very best players in the National Hockey League this year have been from Switzerland, from Roman Josi, Nico Hischier, and countless others. This year's winner of the initial Johan Bolu Award is Markus Graf of Switzerland.
From Biel, Switzerland, Markus Graf. Switzerland has a very successful hockey education program, which has produced talent such as Nino Niederreiter, Nico Hischier, and many more. The man behind that program is Markus Graf, a former two-time Swiss champion with HC Lugano. After years playing and coaching, he made the transition to grassroots level hockey, becoming the Director of Youth Sports and Development for the Swiss Ice Hockey Federation. It was here that he discovered his true milieu, working with young players to help them reach their true potential. Graf created the FTEM program that's now been adopted by the Swiss Federation. He was the author of the guidelines for Swiss-made hockey to train junior-aged players through an umbrella program that called for local and regional support. But Graf not only developed these programs, he implements them. A man with a vision who turns his words into action. Markus Graf.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the initial winner of the Johan Bolu Award, Switzerland's Markus Graf.
Mr. President, dear members, guests, and hockey friends. I've been around now for about 50 years in hockey, but this actually is definitely not the most easiest task, full of emotion to summarize a rich hockey life within a few minutes. First of all, I'd like to thank you, IIHF, for the invitation. And of course, all the guys, they vote for me. I appreciate and enjoy so much to be here. There's no better moment for me to look back than with such a meaningful honor. Actually, I like to dedicate the award to a special man. He should be here, but he left us too early, Johan Bolu. Besides, he was a good friend of mine. He taught me a few great things. I realized how much love creates energy for the good little things in hockey. He showed me what passion is able to achieve. Johan never catch too much spotlights, what he did to grow the game. But he was full of beliefs and dedication doing it. He supported young people to make them to excite the game as an awesome action of a healthy, educated society. Thanks, Johan. I truly believe in the deep sense of our sport to exercise with young athletes values and standards for a better living together. Do we promote these benefits of life enough to society and parents? I was driven by hockey visions, by the power to give kids a chance, as I was lucky to get it. I had a wonderful privilege as a former school teacher to really put together my job in education with my hobby. Dear hockey members from all over, let's be happy what hockey offers us every day. Thanks to the opponent I was fighting against on the athletic and political field, and still we keep respect. Thanks for all the friendship. I could build so many around these rings. A special thanks goes to my family. My wife at the time, they have been my backbone when I was exhausted. I was so passionate for hockey to make things happen. Thanks to all my coaches. They spread the sperms of hockey over me. They influenced me to set my goals as a player, coach, general manager, instructor coach, or coach developer. At the end of a life cycle, when ambition is replaced with experience, when knowledge turns to some wisdom, when the big picture gives you way larger feedback than just the winnings on the scoreboard, when freedom gets built through what you achieved in the past, then, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great moment for me and maybe everyone else to be proud and grateful about how we are and have been involved in this great game. Mr. President, thanks again for this award. I'm a few steps before retirement. I appreciate my company, Swiss Ice Hockey, for the trust over 18 years to push young people ahead for the dream we might win this tournament once. Society grows great when old men plant trees whose shade they know they shall never sit in. I hoped, I planned, and I still, whoever asked me for will, some trees of hockey. I love my country, I love hockey forever. Thank you very much.
Well said. Congratulations. Thank you. Well done. And now our final award. It's not presented every year, but it's presented when the moment warrants it. And I think we can all agree that during this incredible celebration of hockey that we've experienced in Prague and Ostrava, it's appropriate that the IIHF's Milestone Award is once again presented.
Thousands of teams have played ice hockey at IIHF events since 1908, but only a select few have changed the course of the game's history. For those groups of players, the IIHF introduced the Milestone Award in 2012, given periodically to a team that has helped grow and develop the game through an exceptional tournament performance.
Later today, Czechia will play in the semifinals of the World Championship, hoping to win a gold medal for the first time since 2010. But a decade before that, the Czech Republic was the unquestioned king of men's international hockey. Back-to-back World Junior Championships, back-to-back men's world champions. But most importantly, from 1998 until 2002, the Czechs were the reigning Olympic champions after their remarkable win in Nagano.
It was the first Olympics to include NHL players. The Czechs were led by Dominik Hasek, Jaromír Jágr, and Robert Loicq. After finishing second in the group at 2-1, they faced the USA in the quarterfinals, and despite falling behind early, Ivan Holinka's squad scored 4 unanswered goals to advance to the semis and a date with the favorites, Canada. It was scoreless through 2.5 periods when Jiri Slegers' shot from the point broke the ice and nearly stood up as the winner until Trevor Linden tied it with just seconds to go in the third. The game ultimately went to a shootout, and it was the first Czech shooter, Loicq, who beat Patrick Waugh for what would prove to be the winner, as Hasek shut the door, denying Brendan Shanahan to secure a trip to the gold medal game against another favorite, Russia. This time, there would be only one goal, from Petr Svoboda, as the Czech Republic went on to win Olympic gold for the first time ever. An entire nation celebrated its hockey heroes, a salute for one of the greatest moments in the country's history.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the 1998 Czech Olympic hockey team, assistant coach Slavomír Lehnár, players Jaromír Jágr, Martin Mrčinský, Martin Straka, Martin Prohaska, Jiri Slegers, and Robert Loicq. And now to accept the award on behalf of his team, please welcome Jiri Slegers.
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, it's a big honor to stand here and make a speech on behalf of this great team what I play on. Unfortunately, not all of us can be here, but at least it's such a great group. Thank you for coming, guys. And go back to the 1998. All of you know it was some tournament because it was first time ever all professional players are participating, and us as a Czech Republic comes in as an outsider, let's say, because we have like half a team from Europe, half a team from NHL, but everybody expecting the final US, Canada, or some different teams. But I already know from day one, when we come in, we know what we want. We want to win. And we want to be proud of our country and make a great work, which is we did. And as I saw today, the Miracle on Ice, 1980, they make miracle, we make the revolution in our country that time. It was amazing. All people in our country was proud of us. In one time, they went on the streets, they went everywhere, and we make them happy. We win, and I'm proud of this group again, and we're here to thank. So we thank IIHF family to bring us in to Hall of Fame. It's a great honor. And last thing, we all have a family who brought us up and coaches. One man I have to mention, because he's not here, and he made this group working. It's Ivan Holinka. So we want to thank him because he deserves it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jiri. I can tell you that as an international hockey broadcaster, that one of my favorite events to broadcast is the Ivan Holinka tournament in the summer for under 18s. And we remember Ivan every summer and will going forward. This has been, for 2 weeks, an incredible celebration of hockey here in Czechia. And in the arenas, in the streets, in the old town, where, by the way, there's a hockey bar called Stradička that might be owned by one of these gentlemen, Marty. It's a great place to celebrate the game. And we have been so fortunate to enjoy this, and we were so fortunate to see 2 great semifinals today, and I know you guys will be there cheering on your country. We'll be back here tomorrow for the second ceremony, the IIHF Hall of Fame, and we welcome you then. And for now, we say thank you so much for coming today, and congratulations to all of our honorees at the first ever IIHF Contributor Ceremony. Dobry den.